Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're just going to give folks a few seconds here to kind of click into the call. But I will start by saying if you have any questions that you want to ask of John or Summer, you can click the Q&A button and ask your questions there. But in the meantime, you can also click the chat function and just tell us where you are tuning in from. We always like to hear where people heard about the podcast or where they knew that it was happening. That is really helpful for us. So just give us a few minutes here and we'll get going. Hello, Joe and Herman, and hello, Peter, Janine, and Penny. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, well, let's get going. I'm very excited to welcome John and Summer today from Langley Christian School, and it was the preschool to grade 5 campus. Is that right, John?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay, so they're a relatively new team. They've been together for a few months now, and we're really excited that you're here. And we're going to start with the same question I give everybody. Tell us a little bit about how you came to be a PADS, John, and what kind of inspired you to submit an application, and just a little bit about that journey and how you came to be part of the PADS family.
Yeah, so this is my 17th year at Langley Christian School, actually. And I was 14 years as an assistant principal and teacher. And my teaching position, I was teaching PE in grade 5. So it didn't really work for me to consider having a PADS dog at that time, just teaching in the gym and that sort of thing. And when I became principal, this is my 3rd year, I started thinking about that, just knowing some people that have had PADS dogs in training, that sort of thing. And yeah, I started considering that. Big part of what I want to do is make school really a welcoming, friendly place where children feel like they belong and that they feel connected to lots of people. And I thought having a PADS dog would definitely help kids feel connected and feel just that another connection that makes school a welcoming place for them. So I put my application in, hopeful, but really was so pleased to start hearing back that it was a possibility. And yeah, and here I am with Summer. So my 3rd year as principal, and this year has been a challenging year, so it's just been great to have Summer here at school during this time.
Yeah, so good timing, I think, in terms of, it's a stressful year for everyone, so I can imagine that having Summer in the environment has helped. But tell us a little bit about how has Summer changed how you work? What does that look like within the school for you? If you look at an average day before Summer, compared to now, what does that look like?
Yeah, in some ways, she's a companion on the things that I was doing before. For example, we have over 500 children, and when it's their birthdays, I do visit each classroom. Every child that has a birthday, they get a birthday ribbon, and we have these special little erasers, and I make a point of coming in. Now I have Summer with me, and I think it's just a little bit more special when Summer comes, and that child gets to come just over to me and Summer and give Summer a pat and get their present. So that's kind of the same. In the morning, I tend to walk around the school, greet kids, greet families when they arrive, and I did that before, but now it's just another added. It's a companion for me, but more that the children are greeted by somebody else as well, by Summer. And then some new things. We have on Thursdays, I do a walk with Summer lunch break, and I call it summer walks. But I have every Thursday, and we have primary and intermediate lunch, so it's 2 half-hour sessions, and up to 5 children from a specific cohort can sign up, and under the teacher signs them up. And then we spend time walking around the front of the school, so away from the rest of the kids. And they get to ask me questions about Summer. We get to do a little training together. sometimes they give her a little brush, help me with brushing, some grooming, and we just with chat. So they love it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So those kinds of things as well are new.
Yeah. And how has the reception been from the school community, students, parents, etc.? Has it all been like roses and sunshine, or have there been challenges to overcome, any hurdles, things like that?
You know, I expected maybe a few, and I wasn't sure how to best introduce summer to the idea. But you know what? I have not heard any complaints about having summers from the parent community. I know of one child coming next year in preschool that has, they've expressed some concern about the allergies, but we've kind of found a way through that already. And even though the child hasn't even started yet. And I had a parent come to me during parent-teacher conferences, and I thought, oh boy, because she said, I want you to know my daughter has a very significant fear of animals and general, and dogs as well. She said, but I want you to know that my daughter, loves summer, and I even know that she's had patted her a few times already. So it was more like, thank you. So I was kind of worried that might be one, but no, very much acceptance. I can't walk anywhere now without children asking me, where's Summer? So we walk around, they often greet her first, and then me, if sometimes not even me, just, hi, Summer. Oh yeah, hi, Mr. Vanderleet. But yeah, they do love her, and parents have expressed appreciation for Summer a lot already.
Yeah.
So
it's funny, years ago, I worked in the school system when I was puppy raising, and a lot of the kids that didn't know me, that weren't in, a class that I was involved with, would come up and say, hey, Merlot's lady. Like, they wouldn't even know my name. Like, they would just know the dog's name. So yeah, so they become their own little rock star, and you become their entourage, I guess, right? So
yeah, that's fun.
That's very cool. So for those of you that are just tuning in, I've noticed a few more people kind of come online here since we started. If you have any questions for John and Summer, feel free to post them in the Q&A, and we will ask those questions for you. So this is a audience participation type activity. So feel free to kind of throw questions in there, and we'll kind of answer them as they come up. And so tell us what is life like for Summer when she's not at school? What does that look like for her? What does Summer enjoy? And because I think sometimes, we forget, these dogs have a job, but they also have a life, just like most of us humans.
Well, those of you that know Summer know that she loves to eat. So that's always a highlight of every morning and every day. When I first brought her home, I think she thought she could manipulate me, so she would kind of try to nudge me awake in the morning earlier and earlier to eat. But we've kind of figured that out now. So as soon as my alarm goes off, she's up in a flash. She loves to eat. And no Summer too, that she does a nice celebration after every meal. So she's probably a few minutes of just very wiggly joy after she eats, and just lots of pats and excitement there. On days off, like Saturday, loves to be around us when we're doing things around the house. If putting up Christmas lights, and my wife is working in the garden, she loves to just kind of be with us, kind of looking up at me on the roof, make sure I'm okay. Sunday, I think we probably went for 3-4 walks. She always has energy to go for another little walk and explore. A few off-leash places where she just thrives and just really loves to be outdoors.
Yeah.
I have one daughter at home now. She's kind of graduated university and has just started a career, but she's back home, and Katie loves Summer and Summer loves Katie. So that's been pretty fun. And I have 2 boys that are away, but when they do come home, Summer and the boys are a great connection too. So loves to play, loves to chase. She's even kind of met a few dogs in the neighborhood that a young puppy that she plays really well with too. Just that she just knows how to play well with those little ones. So
yeah. We were talking before we came on the call about Summer as a puppy who always just loved to work, but you could tell there was just this little party girl kind of, underneath that exterior, that she was always kind of ready for fun.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear that she has not lost that joy.
Mm-hmm.
And So the interesting thing about Summer for an accredited facility dog is she has a bunch of special skills that normally we would train our service dogs to do. So some of you may know that Summer was previously placed. She was matched with another client, and that unfortunately didn't work out. Well, fortunately for John. But those skills have carried along into her new placement with John. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that Summer knows how to do and how that plays into your workplace. What does that look like with the kids, et cetera?
Yeah, kids absolutely love seeing Summer do some of those special tasks, and they're just so amazed. And then they tell me what their dog can't do any of that, and then they tell me some things their dogs can do, and then they're always asking me, well, can she play dead? Can she do all these things? I said, no, she can't, but she can do these things. And so she, if I drop the leash on purpose or accidentally, she'll pick up that leash for me, and they just think that's fabulous to see her do that. And I can have her, look, get it and bring it here, and she can do all those things, retrieve those things for me if I drop them. So we do a lot of, practice with that and pretend to drop things. And then she can open the doors. All our doors at school have the lever handles. And so she can open those doors, and that is probably their favorite thing. So if I visit a classroom and we leave the classroom, they love to see her open the door as we leave. And then, then she pushes it closed. And they think that's great too. And I tell them that, the door might close a little loudly. She's not mad. We're just leaving. And then they wave through the window as we walk away. So yeah, they're big fans of what Summer can do. Yeah. And I don't have any of the light switch adapters yet. So I'd like to get those, because I think that would be just another whole world for them that she can do that as well.
That's very fun. And she joined the track team?
Well, I helped out with cross country. Normally we run cross country against other schools, but because this year in COVID, we didn't do that, but we wanted to give the kids the experience of cross country running as well. So we did an on-campus kind of thing, and just running within their grade level. And the grade 4 students have never run cross country before, so they didn't complain. They didn't know any different, so they were happy to run. And then at the end of the practice, I was a spotter on the course. We would do a little race at the end. And I would put Summer on one end of the soccer field and give the kids a bit of a head start. And then I would do a recall, and she would race very, very fast to try to pass the kids and get to me first. And I think she loves that race as much as the kids do. And it's just really fun. And there's just a lot of gleeful, joyful screams as the kids run and see Summer pass them. So yeah, it's pretty fun. And she's fast.
Well, that seems like something that would be right up her alley in terms of fun. So you shared some things with me at the beginning here that you brought with you today from some of the students, and some stories about the students' kind of reactions. Do you want to share that with our audience? Yeah,
so we just did, our librarians are top notch. They did a Canadian Book Week. And one of the books was The Girl with a Cat. It's a story about a museum. I think it's in Saskatchewan or Saskatoon. And anyways, this exhibit is a statue of a girl with a cat. It's bronze, I think. And then the librarians asked the kids, well, and the exhibit was going to leave the museum, and the girl started a campaign to keep it, and she did. So the librarian asked the kids, what essential things in the school could you not live without that you want to keep? And so some kids said things like, the Foursquare, we would keep that. But a lot of kids said, keep Summer. That was the one thing we want to keep Summer. So they could draw what they wanted to keep. So I just have a few of the pictures of what they drew. So it was save the thing. So here's save the dog Summer. That's one. That looks like a little like a dragon. There's some cute ones here. This is a pretty cute one. I don't know if you can see the little blue vest there. Save Summer.
Oh my goodness.
Almost like a cat, but pretty good drawing. Save the school dog and the books. So if they want the books too, that's good.
Well, I mean, if you're ranking with books, you're doing okay. Yeah.
Save Summer. It's not Summer, but still. anyway, she was lots of pictures of Summer. So they're pretty big fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just have early in the year, someone drew a picture for me of Summer. So I'm going to share that with you too. It's a pretty beautiful picture. I don't know if all Pad's dogs have the tag that's a bone shape, but anyway, she does. And so this is Summer, pretty beautiful with a blue vest there. Her nails aren't that long. I keep them trimmed. And her teeth are not bared like that at school, but I think
But she does have shiny white teeth. So
I keep them very clean every day. And then there's that collar, which is quite large, but I guess they think that's an important part of Summer. So anyways, I thought that was a pretty amazing picture of Summer.
Well, we do think tags are pretty important at Pads. We try to keep them on the dogs all the time. So that's very cool. Yeah. Well, and it's neat.
I'm a little worried at Christmas time might come, and I used to get gifts sometimes like Starbucks if I was lucky and that sort of thing from kids, but I'm worried that I might not get anything this year. It might all be for Summer. She did receive a couple gifts already, a chew toy, a bone, and also one of those puzzles with you put the food in. And so that was pretty sweet. This is a boy that was pretty reluctant about coming to school, and Summer's really helped him feel comfortable here. So
that's very cool. Well, and I think, hopefully her treat budget can be reallocated towards Starbucks for you.
That's right, puppuccinos.
she gets a very full stocking this year. So does Summer want to kind of make her way into the screen? Because I know sometimes we do recordings and they all fall asleep.
They want to see Summer. Here, come. She was just really settled there.
No,
she's a high energy dog.
Now we'll just wake her up. Sorry, Sum. Oh, pretty girl. Well, we really appreciate you coming. Hello, pretty lady.
A noble beast there. Yeah, that's Summer. Pretty lady. She sometimes it's like, come on, let's go. She really does want to get out and do stuff. So
yeah. I keep seeing names kind of pop up and drop off and stuff here. So I'm just going to ask one more time. If anybody has any questions, we'll be on for another minute or two here. But if you want to ask a question, just pop that into the Q&A box and we will try and answer it. And tell me a little bit about how Summer works with the students within the school. I mean, we talked about kind of your daily routine, but you talked a little bit about some of the roles that she plays with the students in terms of supporting them.
Yeah, so there's been some really neat examples. I mean, start of the year, we tend to have some reluctant children who have a difficult time just settling into their new routine, especially after such a long summer. Some students hadn't been back to school for, basically, 5-6 months, right, since March, and they hadn't set foot in the school. And there were a few kids that were struggling, and having Summer there really helped a lot of kids, helping to let go of mom's or dad's hand and come to school. So that was really good. Then there's a few kids. I have 2 boys that read with Summer. One is kind of social emotional kind of support to read with her twice a week. And then another one that just really is doing well with reading practice. And then they both come to read to Summer. And that's 2 like 15-minute periods a week. Usually sometimes one's missed, so at least once a week. And I also meet with kids sometimes who are maybe had a difficult situation on the playground. And they're trying to tell me what happened. And just the other day I sat down with a boy and he was telling me, and Summer just, I don't know what it was, but she sat down and just listened to him speak. And I think that was really affirming for him. So yeah, it's just, she's kind of given some kids a little bit of courage and also been a good listening ear for kids that need to practice reading. That's been really fun too. I kind of feel like, I'm only 2.5 months in. And I think the only limit is my imagination on how Summer can support kids as learners. And
I think it's one of those things too that, when we look at our different facility dog teams, that it evolves over time as you wind up in situations and you see what the dog can do and how, what works and what doesn't. And there's some neat ideas out there that I've heard from some of the other kind of education facility dogs, just in terms of how they engage students in different kind of activities around, empathy and that kind of thing, helping the kids to kind of engage in discussions. The dogs make a nice little focal point. So Janine just jumped on and said Summer can take a bow as well. I saw her do it without being asked, but she's put
and the kids do see her do that. Do you want it? Should we try to do that?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay, that's right. And she does that
You
quite
have
often.
one trick, hey?
Oh, more than that.
Whole bunch of tricks, but
Yeah. Summer. Here. Good. Summer, stand. Summer, can you see this pretty well? Take a bow.
oh, what a good
Put
girl.
down to we got to get some more energy here.
Yeah.
Summer, stand.
Turn sideways so we can see.
There we go. There. Summer, take a bow. Take a bow. There we go. This is a little one. She can do really deep ones and she can do little curtsies. She's kind of good at both of them.
Yeah.
And she waves too when we leave the classroom. It's really a shake, but you know, it works. Or a high five. They're all the same actually.
High five, wave, shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of variety there, right?
Yeah.
So, well, thank you both so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it and wish you well. I know it's a tough time to work in the school system. Just challenging with COVID is putting pressures on people in different ways. So we really want to just tell you how grateful we are that you took time out of your day to do this with us. And we're excited. So for those of you that are watching, our graduation is coming up. It is not even a week away. So Summer is one of the dogs we're going to be celebrating on Sunday. If you haven't registered yet, go to pads.ca/grad and you can register there to get the link for graduation, which is happening 1 p.m. on Sunday. So we're really excited about that. And it's going to be interesting. It's been pretty neat to, we normally don't get to hear from each client at graduation and kind of see what the dog is doing in their working life. It's more of just a presentation on stage. Yeah. So I think it's going to be one of the silver linings of this year's graduation is to kind of be able to share these stories in a different way. So
could I just want to express my gratitude and I think our school community's gratitude to PADS and all the people that have kind of raised Summer over these years. And like, this is a tremendous gift. Our school's really been impacted positively by Summer and the work that PADS does. So I just want to express that thanks to everybody that's been part of that community.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's an amazing gift. And I love that little face on your arm there. She's just like, I'm here.
Sweet, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Janine just was saying the take a bow was something they taught her as an extra. She used it at Latimer School when they visited her granddaughter's class. And then also just saying, awesome to see John and Summer. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day. So we appreciate it. Thanks everyone who took time to actually join us and watch today. We're glad that you are here. And we look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. So thanks so much. And we'll see you Sunday. And then we'll see you next Tuesday with another guest. So thank you. Take care.
Everyone.
All right. Bye, John.
Bye.